Mythical creatures in Spanish folklore. El Coco, sometimes called El Bolo, is a monster common to many Spanish-speaking countries. Similar to bogeyman creatures, the rhyme originated in the 17th century and has evolved over the years, but still retains its original meaning. The name Coco came from coconuts because of its hairy brown face. In Spain, parents will sing lullabies or tell rhymes to children, and warn them that if they do not sleep, El Coco will come to get them. It is a way of discouraging their children from misbehaving. El Coco is a child eater and a kidnapper. It may immediately devour the child, leaving no trace, or it may spirit the child away to a place of no return. But it only does this to disobedient children. Popular legend describes El Kakui as a small humanoid with glowing red eyes that hides in closets or under the bed. Some lore has him as a kid who was the victim of violence. Arqua is an old man with a drawing of a green cross and 7 keys on his forehead. He lends money to those foolish enough to spend their fortune, but if they do it again, he punishes them by giving them a curse of eternal poverty. He walks very slowly, and nobody knows where he comes from or where he is going. During his travels throughout the region, when he meets someone who has lost his home due to carelessness or wasteful behavior, he will first scold them, then sympathetically lends them some golden coins. This is done to encourage them to become hardworking and learn to invest and save wisely. However, if the person takes the coins and continues to waste them, the Arqua condemns them to spend the rest of their days as a beggar. El Chupacabra, translated as goat sucker. It is said to attack and drink the blood of livestock including goats. Believers in El Chupacabra say the monster acts like a vampire. It described a creature that stood upright and resembled a large reptilian kangaroo with huge red eyes. El Silvan. It is believed that El Silvan is the lost ghost of a young boy who murdered his father and brings the omen of death. It is said that when the whistling sounds close, there's no danger. And if you hear the faint whistle of do-re-mi while walking at night, that means he's getting closer. It is also said that hearing the whistling foretells one's own death, and one may hear it anywhere at any time. In this situation, the only thing that can save the victim is the sound of a dog barking, as it is the only thing it is afraid of, a chili, or a whip. He stops at the entrance of houses to count the bones from his sack one by one. If the people in the house manage to see or hear him, nothing will happen. But if someone doesn't hear it before dawn, one person in your home will die, and add his bone to his collections. Duendes. Duendes are gnome-like tricksters. These small mischievous creatures often play pranks on or thieve from unsuspecting people. Their name originates from the phrase, dueño de casa, or possessor of a house, because they were initially depicted as a malicious spirit inhabiting a home. In Spanish folklore is rich in tales and legends about various types of duendes. Argent. They are described as extremely beautiful with long flowing hair. They may be usually small in size, not much larger than a flower, but may change their size to be as large as mortal humans or even taller. Anjanas are said to live in fountains, springs, rivers, ponds, lakes and caves, and come out only at night when humans are sleeping. Their homes are said to hold bountiful treasures that they protect, and may use to help those that truly need them. They help humans and creatures running away from nasty ogre. And they bless the waters, the trees, the farms and herds. It is said that a man that finds an Anjana brushing her hair can marry her. However, if the man is unfaithful, she will disappear forever with all her treasures, and the man shall remain destitute for the rest of his life. Biscazus, also known as muscasos, are tall bearded duendes dressed in moss and leaves. They play sad songs on their flutes to help guide shepherds through forests. They are compassionate and hard-working. They will repair the barns and homes of humans that have collapsed due to the weather. Dianios. Dianios are mischievous duendes that adopt the figure of horses, cows, rams, or any other domestic animal, even a human baby. They are active during the night. Enanos, dwarfs in English, are diminutive beings that toil night and day in the forests, guard the immense riches that the subterranean world hides, and mockingly tempt the greed of peasants by offering him gold combs, bags full of silver, which later become piles of withered fern leaves and white pebbles. Some enanos like the Duende de los Extravios help good people find their lost possessions. Elfos, or elves in English, have very similar characteristics of Enjanas, and were most likely readily taken up by locals as such. Elfos generally seem to have been thought of as beings with magical powers and supernatural beauty, ambivalent towards everyday people, and capable of either helping or hindering them. Dentarujas are small malignant duendes that dress in red, turn obedient and good children into bad and disobedient ones. They do so using the secret powers of the mandrake, a magical plant with roots in the form of humans. Trascos are among the most hated of duendes. They are mischievous creatures. They love to enter people's homes through chimneys and live within the hidden spaces of a home. They move things around or right out steal things from the homes they inhabit, so they are forever lost. They love to climb up trees and throw pebbles, seeds, and branches at people. Trentis are small duende being either made up of or clothed in leaves, moss, roots and twigs. They are said to live in thick hedges and love playing pranks on people, and they are known to pull down the skirts of women and pinching them in their buttocks. Ventolines are good fairy-like duendes with large green wings. They live on the ocean and help hold fishermen to row their boats at sea. La Llorona, the crying woman, or the wailer, is a vengeful ghost who is said to roam near bodies of water in her white gown, forever weeping as she searches for her lost children. Biscazu. The Biscazu is a huge humanoid 9 feet tall, sporting a beard and hair long enough to cover their back, and walks aided by a tree trunk, leaving circular prints along its track. He whistles and shouts to warn human shepherds of incoming storms or wolf packs, expecting a piece of bread in return which would be collected while they slept. Biscazu is a spirit of the forest with the body of a man but with goat legs and horns. He hates hunters and loggers. When someone is lost in the forest, the Biscazu accompanies him to the exit. On the other hand, they chase women to satisfy their sexual needs. The Kabalikos. On St. John's Eve, June 23rd, when the people make bonfires to purify their souls, giant dragonflies appear amongst the ashes. These Kabalikos are the souls of sinners, and they come to release their fury over a year's worth of sins with fire and terrifying screams. They have 4 horse legs and a horse head, the thorax and 4 wings of a dragonfly, and 2 large eyes. The Kabalikos appear in a variety of colors and are relatively small, each one being the soul of a different sinner. The red horse was a man who lent money to farmers, and then used dirty tricks to steal their properties. The white one a miller who stole many thousands of dollars from his master. The black one a hermit who played tricks on people. The yellow one a corrupt judge. The blue one an innkeeper, and the orange one a child who abused his parents. The Quigley is a roughly humanoid in shape, black skin, 3 arms without hands or fingers, 3 eyes with 3 different colors, green, red and blue. Quigley attacks people and livestock, and is reputed to steal babies from the cradle. It may be protected against by placing oak or holly leaves, which it finds repulsive in the cradle.